Today, I was thinking about hope because I recently went and listened to Father Greg Boyle speak. He does gang rehabilitation in Los Angeles, and he's wrote a bunch of books. I'll put some links in if you're interested in reading his stories. He's a fantastic storyteller. It will restore your faith in humanity by listening to his stories. And he talked about hope because even more than like the job training and the education that he does for he and his organization, Homeboy Industries, do for people that are coming through the program, what he said was that he helps them have hope. And I think that this is not just true of former gang members, but this is also true, especially of our children, that we need to help them have a sense of hope, whether they are young or old. And then I started thinking, well, what does hope look like? And what does hope not look like? Because how do we actually do this? So I'm going to start with what hope does not look like first. Not hope looks like us buying into the mistaken notion that our children, or we might even have, that we are helpless and hopeless. Not hope looks like telling our kids a bunch of platitudes about, yeah, life's going to get better and everything's going to be okay. Having like a false sense of optimism for them. My mom calls this throwing cotton balls at people, rescuing our kids from their feelings. Those are things that, for me, fall in the category of not hope. Here are things that fall into the category of what it looks like when we do give our kids hope. I think the first thing that we have to do is our own work, coming from a really grounded place where we've done our own processing of our feelings so that we can be with whatever feelings our kids have and hold those feelings. So, number one, we got to get grounded. Number two, I think it comes from acknowledging what our kids' feelings are. So, if they are angry about the future and what they perceive as lack of opportunities, if they are worried, if they have grief or sadness, like acknowledging that, yeah, those feelings make sense for you to have. And we can support our kids a lot better when we've done the first thing of like being grounded. We can say, yeah, you're right. I understand why you're angry, or I understand why you're worried. And then number three, hope, I think, comes from having a sense of agency that we as people and our kids and teens can do something to impact our situation. Maybe we can't change all of it overnight, but what's a 1 degree shift that we could do? What's a baby step that we could take that would have an upward spiral, or even the possibility of an upward spiral for us and for our kids? It might be too hard, too difficult to talk about what's the, thing that we can do that can solve this whole situation and solve this whole problem. But thinking about a baby step or a 1 degree shift becomes a lot more tangible and manageable. All right, so again, those things are to help instill hope in our kids. First, we want to come from our own sense of groundedness, and we've already processed some of our own feelings. We want to then acknowledge that the feelings that our kids or teens have, they make sense. And then the third thing is helping our kids have a sense of agency with whatever they're dealing with in their life, that there's something little that they can do to change that and feel powerful. All right, take care. Bye-bye.